Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Kimball here. I am making this video as part of a correction from the video that I posted this morning. There have been some changes. Our English teachers were talking throughout the day today, and there's been a minor change specifically for freshmen as it applies to the MAP testing. So I went ahead and deleted that earlier video. So if you're looking for that, that is no longer available. I deleted it off of YouTube. It is no longer there. So this one should be the accurate information. I'm also going to try not to misspeak some of the information about the grade and how we calculate the grades for the finals. I know I messed up a couple of times. Quite frankly, I didn't have my coffee yet. I was in the process of waking up and I wanted to get that video cranked out before the day began. So that's what I get for trying to be in a hurry and not be 100% awake and ready to do the thing that I was doing. So for final exams, again, Wednesday and Thursday, we will continue our final exam schedule as planned. Everyone will be taking no red ink at some point. And then freshmen, let me talk specifically to you because the biggest changes really do apply to you. Freshmen, that is all you're doing. You're going to be taking the no red ink test in class. For those of you that may have taken the one that I opened up this morning, I am going to close that fairly soon. So if you did take that, you're welcome. You get another practice, but there will be a fresh test available for you on Thursday whenever I see you. And you will be taking that no red ink test in class. And that is the semester one post test. And for some of you, that will actually be the fourth time taking that assessment, including the one way back in August. So if you have been practicing that test, congratulations, you had one more practice under your belt, but there's going to be a new one opened up on Thursday for class. MAP testing then will be in January for you. Along with all of the other MAP tests, our English department went ahead and decided to join all the other departments and have our MAP testing in January. So we're going to press pause on that and not have you worry about that. Okay, seniors, let me devote my attention to you, and then I'll bring the freshmen back in whenever I talk about the calculation. So seniors, you are going to be taking the no red ink portion of your final exam primarily on your own. You may have a little bit of time in class devoted to that, but class time, we are going to focus, like we originally planned, on our fishbowl conversations. You will get an article. The first 30 minutes of class, you will have a chance to read that article and complete and submit the preparation document. And then the remainder of our time in the classroom will be devoted to our small group conversations, and we will do our best to try to get everyone in a small group conversation. If you don't get a chance to talk, that is exactly why you submit the document before we have our conversation, so that I can go back and make sure those grades are entered accurately. And it's the combination of your no red ink grade and the fishbowl grade, which will be a part of your semester exam score that goes into Skyward. Let me talk real quickly about your no red ink. Remember, there are two quizzes you need to take. There's one from quarter one, which is all of your grammar work. There's one from quarter two, which is what we did with writing, primarily focused on thesis statements. The better of those two assessments is what I'm going to use for the calculations. Okay, so calculations. Let me talk about this, and I will do my best not to make the same mistakes that I made in a previous video. Your semester one grade is going to be 20% of the actual final exam test, and then 80% of all of the cumulative work. Okay, so I kind of just mentioned what's here in number 3. So your total grade, when it's all said and done, 80% of your work, the cumulative semester grade, that's 80% of your work that's going to go into the grade book. And then the semester one exam is going to be 20% of your whole semester grade. So cumulative is 80%, and that one test day is 20%. Okay, and that's for everyone. Freshmen, that includes you. So all of your accumulation of work is 80%, and then your no red ink score is going to be that 20% grade. Seniors, accumulation of work is 80% of the grade, and the semester one exam, which is going to be made up of 2 parts, is going to be 20% of your grade. And as I am saying this, I know I need to make another change. And I'll do that here in just a second. So for the actual test, the semester one exam grade, which is 20% of your total grade, for seniors, it's going to be no red ink plus fishbowl. And in my regular classes, it's going to be 80% no red ink and 20% fishbowl. So that's pretty straightforward. No red ink, because we did spend a lot of time on that. That's the primary push for the entire year, is no red ink. And then fishbowl is just something we do. That's going to be 20% of your grade. And then no red ink is going to be 80%. And what I have decided to do, because I've been playing with some numbers here for my applied classes, that's going to be switched a little bit. It's going to be 60% no red ink score and 40% fishbowl. To be 100% honest with everyone, there's a little bit of a struggle with some of those basic skills. So I'm not going to hurt those students in any way. So I'm making a slight adjustment. It's still going to be lopsided a little bit, but no red ink will count for 60% of the applied class, and fishbowl will count for 40% for their semester one exam. So there you have it. There you are. I hope that's not confusing. Please take a moment to re-listen to this if you need to. Again, there was a slight change. I apologize for the information that I sent out this morning, but throughout the day, there were some changes in the conversation. So I wanted to make sure that it is accurate. I'm going to send this out here in just a couple of minutes. It is 6:21, so hopefully about 6:40, all of you will have a new email and you'll have this video posted in Remind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, and throughout the day. Just be ready to take those no red ink quizzes and the fishbowl conversations for you seniors. All right, I'll talk to you later.